Hey books. Welcome into our Scorpio-Sagittarius Love Tarot reading for December 2025. We have made it through the love series for December. I really do hope those messages are serving you well and continue to serve you well throughout the month and beyond it. But my lovies, my fellow Scorp-Sagians, especially for those of y'all that have Scorp-Sag as your love planets. So again, your moon, your Venus, your Mars, your Jupiter, your Lilith. Okay, if you don't know those placements or those energies, there are always free natal charts in the description box below this video and any video on my channel for that matter. Scorp Sag, I really, It's like I almost don't want to deliver this message. It's not bad, okay? Let me start there because I don't want to over dramatize it, or dramatize it. Dramatize. That's how you say that, maybe. Anyway, we made up a new word. It's whatever. Okay, we're talking about your divine union. Those of you that are in divine unions, to the front, please, okay? Okay. Those of you in divine unions, you may be very, very aware of who your counterpart is. Some of you may not, okay? Regardless, what you need to know in love and romance right now for December is that your person is still exhibiting toxic behaviors. The divine union is low-key at a dead end, okay? And there's no need to force anything to happen when it doesn't need to. There's really nothing that can be done about that because it feels like it's all on this person's plate to clean up and get together. I am getting Aries or Taurus energy could be significant with this counterpart. Doesn't necessarily have to be. They could just have a lot of placements right now in the first and second house, or however the cosmos is moving, might be moving through their first and second house right now. Either way, it is important for you to maintain a grip on the reality of that being the truth of the situation. Because it almost seems like you might be teeter-tottering between the fantasy of being in union, getting to that point where y'all both have reached that level in your awareness and in your healing to come together. And you're going to have to trust your higher self on this situation, as you have been, I feel like, for some of y'all, but others of y'all, you got to listen in a little bit more, because it seems like there's a big temptation for this to become fantasy driven, and that almost seems dangerous. Like it can untether you from the reality of this person and maybe isolate you more than you need to be isolated, cut you off from things that you're meant to experience because of that fantasy. Now, I'm not saying fantasy in the sense of it is a farce or like it's not real. No, it's just that day, when that day comes. Okay? That's the fantasy, waiting on that moment. And maybe some of y'all have been a little too deep into it, and it's kind of time to pull yourself out and detach from the situation a little bit, because again, this person is still in their toxic energy. They have not done the healing. They are not fully ready to be in divine union with you yet. And you have to trust your higher self on that. Your higher self has been telling you that. You know that. You're aware of that. But the heart still wants to dream. And I don't think there's anything wrong with that, Scorp Sag. I just think you have to have a very healthy grip on the reality of that dream. And maybe, dare I say, if you haven't already, because some of y'all have, so I'm preaching to the choir, you already know what's up. But some of y'all might have to start getting your heart in alignment with the idea that, well, with the potential outcome of this person never coming out of their toxic energy. Okay. I would not hold your breath if you are waiting on this person. I would start living. I just would, because you can't control people. You can only control yourself. And it just isn't feeling like anything is happening in this situation right at this very moment. Now, that can always change. We got a lot of planets stepping into new houses. So maybe it's just not in this immediate moment I'm pulling on. It could be in a very soon, very future moment. That is all very valid. But when it comes to your divine union, you're going to have to manage your idealism that you get from that Sagittarian energy, and also your skepticism that you get from that Scorp energy, and find that balance and happy middle ground of, again, we can make this whatever it is, but you gotta be very aware of the reality of this person. Okay? Now, this could be like a yin-yang thing where maybe at one point you were in some sort of toxic flow and they might have been waiting on you. And then now that you're out, they're having to go through another layer of healing some sort of dark shadow energy. So it almost seems like for some of y'all here that are in divine unions, y'all are going to teeter-totter like that until it levels out. And you just might be on the teeter or the totter right now. Okay? And I really want to stress that it's important for you to continue to live your life and not hold yourself back from living by waiting on this person to get their shit together. Okay? If you're aware of them. Some of y'all might not know this person, but you feel like they're delayed, they're not really where they need to be, and that could be the truth. Okay? You're feeling that correctly. You can trust your higher self on that if that's what your higher self has been telling you. Yes, you're in a divine union. No, they're not ready. Okay? I love you all so very much. And I know that might be hard to hear. Some of y'all already know, so I'm just confirming what your higher self is giving you. But let's see, who is this counterpart to Scorp Sag for my books? Who is this counterpart to Scorp Sag in this energy? Who's basically the reason why your divine union is at a dead end. Okay. Got Sagittarius. Okay. First house energy. Like I said, could be an Aries. And North Node. Okay. Heck, maybe for some of y'all, maybe it's you in the toxic energy. That's interesting. You could be dealing with another Sagittarius though, or you both have the same North Node. Could be dealing with a Capricorn or a Leo as well. Them Capricorns. Them doggone Capricorns. Yeah, okay. All right. Yeah. Maybe even a Virgo as well. Take that as that resonates. Okay. So show me, what's the situation for Scorp Sag? Or you could just be dealing with another fire sign, okay? I don't know why I want to say you have the same North Node. Regardless of their sun sign, y'all have the same North Node. Okay. Which means this connection could be destined to be. It's just a matter of when. Okay. So show me your divine. What does Scorp Sag need to know about this divine union energy? Hold on, me clean all that out. What does Scorp Sag need to know about this divine union energy? I can't make it up. I can't. Timing issues. Well, I just heard somebody missed the boat. Somebody's supposed to be in the Six of Swords. Somebody's still caught in their South Node. That's the toxic energy. Somebody's supposed to be headed towards their North Node. And they're still dealing with South Node cycles when they were maybe meant to be past that point. Okay. Sometimes it can be the right person, but wrong time. Timing is essential here. Be patient and see what unfolds during this season. Tell us a little bit more about this divine union for Scorp-Sag. Unexpected news. Well, somebody got caught up here. Jeez. Yeah, I'm so sorry to have to give this message, but it's important for you to know, because maybe this breaks the fantasy. Maybe you've been looking at the higher version of this person, connecting with the higher self of this person, kind of not really paying attention to the reality of who they are, maybe in the 3D. Holding on to the idea of that higher version of themselves manifesting into the 3D. They got some unexpected news that's kept them in this South Node. Yeah, the news arriving may affect the dynamic of your current relationship or dating life. Allow yourself the space and time to process this new information. Okay, so something could come out that reflects that delay or them being still tied into a South Node energy. This person might not be learning their lessons, not acting in wisdom at all, or not in the ways that they're meant to. I'm hearing avoid. This person could be avoiding this, okay? Which is why maybe the heart has to make peace with, you know, this person would have the free will choice to decline this divine union. Maybe that's the unexpected news that they did. Okay. Oof. Being at odds, wedding. Okay. Unexpected news. Maybe this person married someone else. They married their South Node. They married their South Node. Okay. It seems like both of you are on different pages at the moment. A conversation, therapy, or time alone may be needed. Don't worry, you two will find your way back to one another. So yeah, you're still in separation with this person, or separation is about to happen if it hasn't already. Some of y'all, you know, this again, I don't feel like I'm telling you anything new. It's like, yeah, okay, I'm very aware. Maybe there was that hope that this was coming around the bend soon, or kind of starting to pick up momentum, and unfortunately it's still a need for separation between you two, but you can look at that as divine protection. The way it was coming towards me in the meditation, I wouldn't want, you know, as someone who cares for y'all, right, because you're my soul tribe, I wouldn't want you with someone with that toxic energy, because it would only lead to a dead end. Like, you're just not on the same frequency, you're not on the same vibe. And you deserve someone who matches that energy. Yeah. Okay. But this situation involves marriage. There may be an upcoming wedding, your own or someone else's. This card also signifies validation that you will get married. So again, I'm not a big fan of getting people's hopes up, but maybe in some world, in some timeline, you and this person are married, and you do get to that threshold, and you step into that divine union with one another. Or maybe that's still on the horizon here, Scorp-Sag. It's just not in this moment. Dare I say, it might not even be anytime soon. So I think that's where I was getting, like, you might have to tell the heart to, I don't want to say dream a new dream, but be open to new things, and not get swept up in the fantasy. And that could be hard, because I almost feel like that's hard right now. Okay? Yeah, it's something about keeping in the reality. Stay in the reality, Scorp Sag. Stay in the reality. Yeah. Laughter. The laughter shared between soulmates warms the spirit in a way no coat ever could. Excuse me. Yin and yang. Yeah, like I said, maybe this is just a part of that teeter-totter until you both can find balance with one another. Okay. Romance. Reciprocity. Yeah. Yeah, this beautiful song and dance between two souls shows a harmonious balance of giving and receiving. This person might want to write you a love letter. Yeah, okay. I literally cannot make it up. I cannot make it up. Divine flame. With tough conversation at the bottom and patience behind that. And break up. Yeah. That's the unexpected news. That's the tough conversation. A separation is still here, or it's on the horizon, or it's gonna have to be prolonged. And again, I'm sorry to give that message. I really am. Because I could feel the disappointment. But again, maybe that's needed. You know, maybe there was a large part of your heart holding out hope for this person. And it might be time to let them go, Scorp Sag. It might be time to let them go. If you haven't already. Some of y'all already have. Okay. I don't know why I want to take laughter out. I'm going to follow that. What's between wedding and yin and yang for Scorp Sag? Lover's Lane. Okay. This is where the fantasy stems from the first time. So, yeah, you definitely haven't been with this person. But you're very aware that you're in some sort of yin-yang divine flame energy with them. But you're just not on the same page. And that sucks. And it's so kind of sucky-er because if it's a situation that involves marriage and this lover's lane and this intimacy and all of that, it's like you can't get there if y'all are still on the same or on different pages. Or if this unexpected news keeps popping up. I kind of feel like I can't get over that. Somebody's caught in a karmic loop that keeps delaying this union. And that's why I'm saying you kind of have to start thinking, if this person never gets out of that karmic loop, how are you going to move forward and move on? Because it does seem like intimacy is needed. Like there's a need for this union to come together. This is your spiritual other half. This person may be a twin flame or someone you have an intense soul connection with currently. The flames within your souls allow you both to explore the connection. So the flames within your souls are ready to explore this connection, but it just seems like the news arriving, or what might be coming out, or the truth that might be revealed, or maybe has already been revealed, you know, keeps y'all at odds. So alone time may be needed. More alone time may be needed. And again, with that wedding, for some of y'all, this person might be married to someone else. Not that you're lusting after a married person, but that could be they married their South Node. They got into some sort of legal binding contract with someone who's keeping them in their lower energy. And honestly, it's more than likely because that's where they want to be. I'm sorry, that might be the harsh truth, but that's kind of, you know, nobody forces somebody to marry them. You know what I mean? Like, nobody can do that. They chose it. They chose it. Damn. The first date, kiss, or time together intimately will be unforgettable. Ease into it and appreciate every moment. I think this person dropped the ball. I think this person dropped the ball. And it's like, as soon as y'all cannot be at odds, as soon as y'all can get on the same page, then you have this beautiful Lover's Lane, yin yang, divine flame energy to explore. That maybe is healing for you and healing for them. But this person has to choose that healing path to get there. And I don't think they're choosing it. Okay? And please know that that is not a reflection of your worth. That is not a reflection of your value by any means. Someone's decisions and actions and choices has nothing to do with you. Everything to do with them. Okay, so don't take it to heart. Try not to take it personally. I know that might be hard if this is new news to you, or if this is confirming what your higher self was trying to tell you. Don't take it to heart. It's a reflection of their journey, not yours. Although you are mirrors, you're still individuals. You still both have free will. And this person isn't using their free will in a way that leads them to this union in this moment. Yeah, and I just like, it's disappointing. I think there's a lot of disappointment. There's maybe a lot of pain that you might have to let go of and feel and heal your way through here, okay? Yeah, like I can't make it up. Knight of Pentacles, this person is not moving in the right direction at all, or they're stuck somewhere. Whether they're aware they're stuck somewhere or not, they are. Damn. All right. Tell me more about the timing issues here. Yeah, I can't make it up. I can't make it up. Hierophant, Empress, and Temperance. Sometimes it could be the right person, but the wrong time. Timing is essential here. Be patient. See what unfolds during this season. So again, I think you're in your right energy. This person hasn't become their Hierophant self yet. Yeah, they haven't gone through that enlightenment. Look who's behind here, y'all. I can't make it up. The Emperor, the Hangman, the Five of Pentacles, and the Hierophant. They haven't made the sacrifices needed to step into their Hierophant energy yet. And so you're here patiently waiting as the Empress. Or vice versa. Take it as it resonates. Maybe you're waiting on an Empress to step into their High Priestess. Okay. Can I get one for timing issues? What's the issue with the timing? What's the issue? The Knight of Cups. Somebody doesn't have something solid to offer you. What's the unexpected news? The Sun again. That could be a child. Could be a child involved. Yeah, Ace of Pentacles with the Tower and the Page of Wands. Okay. Okay. Now, that could also say that the news arriving might be positive. Okay. Maybe that's for some of y'all. Maybe the news arriving is a positive thing. It's a good thing that might get y'all out of being at odds with one another and into this union energy. But let's see, why being at odds? What's creating this at odds energy? The Two of Wands and the Nine of Wands. Expectations, intentions coming from a wounded space. Oh, well, this is the odd energy. Somebody's still in their Nine of Wands, someone's in the Two of Wands. Someone's still dealing with their wounds, someone is ready to manifest something different. So again, one of y'all is ready, the other one isn't. Still has healing to do. Can we clarify one for being at odds? What's the overall energy? Oh, Knight of Wands in reverse. Justice. Yikes. Somebody has karma to pay. Somebody has karma to pay. Okay, tell me more about this wedding. Justice, right. And the Emperor. Okay, that's what I mean. Somebody has some sort of legal... Maybe they're legally married to someone else. I'm hearing visa. Somebody might have gotten to a union or a connection, or had to marry someone for them to have citizenship or something. I don't know. That's super random, but that, I mean, take that as that resonates. Or for some of y'all, this could be someone who understands. Okay, they understand that they have to do right by you. Or they understand now that they haven't been doing right by you. We'll dig a little deeper. Okay, clarify Lover's Lane. I almost don't even want to read on that energy because it's kind of... I feel like it almost... Maybe this is how you feel in it, Scorp-Sag. Like it's a dangling carrot. To be like, patience, it's coming, but it's like... It's either here or it's not. I don't want to hold out hope for something that's not going to happen. Maybe that's the Nine of Wands, Scorp-Sag. Take it as it resonates. Maybe that's the Nine of Wands. Oh, maybe you feel like this person has no intention on bringing justice to this situation. Yeah, Judgment. Okay, Yin and Yang. The Six of Wands. Divine Flame. Who's the Divine Flame here? What's their energy? Knight of Cups. What did I say? The Six of Swords. Someone didn't get on the boat. Three of Cups. South Node. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Let me just check this alignment right quick. Because I felt like it was off. Okay, hold on. Okay. Yeah, so yeah, I think somebody still has some growing to do, some healing to do. Maybe the divine is trying to confirm that, you know, with Judgment and Justice and the Six of Wands, like this will come together. It's just not in this moment. And I don't know, again, how much of a constellation prize that is or how that makes you feel, Scorp-Sag. I can only imagine maybe not excited, not that great, but the Hermit's here. I would say enjoy your time alone as much as possible. Try to really create a beautiful life for yourself outside of this connection as much as possible so that you have things that bring you joy, you have things that bring you happiness, you know, that there's a lot that fills your world and you're not just waiting to live for when this person comes in. Okay, because it apparently to the divine, they're coming. Like I said, somebody maybe missed the boat, but maybe it came back around. I don't know. Maybe they gotta wait for the next one to come. Maybe there is some sort of shift happening for this person, but it doesn't really seem like anything is happening right now. Yeah. And then, of course, the world wants to come out in reverse. Something's not done. Clarify the Knight of Cups with this timing issues. The Queen of Cups. Okay. Yeah, it's like you might have been in this Queen of Cups energy and this person was in the Knight of Cups. And you can even look at the cup difference. Queen of Cups cup is a little bit more ornate, a little bit more complex, a little bit more adorned. Basic kind of average cup with the Knight of Cups. You were like, do I give the Knight of Cups this great, amazing, wonderful cup in exchange for this kind of basic plain one? So again, a mismatch, but clarify the Sun. What's the unexpected news with the Sun if it's positive? What's the news? Temperance. I am feeling very challenged in this energy because it just feels like sick a little bit. Like it just feels a little cruel, honestly. Yeah, I think that's where you feel about it. You're over this. Right. Thank you, Divine. It's exactly what I'm saying. You're done. You're over it. It's like it's either going or not. I don't want no patience. I don't want to, maybe hold out. No, it's either here or it's not. I'm moving in the Chariot. I'm manifesting something different. Or, you see what I'm saying? I can't focus on that. I think that's what the divine even wants you to do. Focus on your 2 pentacles. Get yourself going. Get in your Chariot. Become the magician. Manifest the world and the life, like I said, that's filled with the love you want, that you desire. Like, don't hang your hat up on this connection in a sense of let it be your end all be all, because it's never that. It's a beautiful thing. It's a wonderful thing if it happens, but I feel like you got to get to a point where you're okay if it doesn't, because everybody has free will. And if your counterpart in this lifetime, when you both incarnated and had some sort of something to get done, if they use their free will and say, I don't want to do it, you can't do anything about that. You still have your part to fulfill, though. And maybe that's just where you got to focus, okay? Knight of Wands in reverse with being at odds. Divine. Knight of Wands in reverse with being at odds. Maybe this person is asking for more patience, more time. Yeah, 8 of Swords. It's... Here's what I'm feeling. I feel like this person wants you to settle for the Knight of Cups, but you're the Queen of Cups. And it's like the only thing I settle for is the King of Cups and or higher. I almost feel like, too, this person wants you to turn a blind eye to their Knight of Wands in reverse energy. Like, that whole don't focus on that, just focus on us, while they still go do whatever they want to do. Like, again, somebody's still toxic as fuck, like in that bullshit ass mindset. Sorry to say it like that, but that's just the truth. It's bullshit. Somebody's still selling the bullshit, like still trying to get you to eat and drink from that bullshit ass cup. And it's like, yeah, nah, bruh. Not doing it. Not doing it. Not doing it. Like, can't you just, like, focus on us? Don't worry about what I'm doing with so-and-so and that. It's like, that's not even divine. Like, do you see what I'm saying? It's like that person, yeah, their higher self is probably annoying the shit out of you, I'm sure. Showing up left and right, but the higher self needs to stick with them. It's kind of like, yeah, okay, cool, you could come visit, you could say hi, whatever, but go get your mans. Like, go get your shawty. Go yank them up. Stop bugging me. Go yank them up. Okay. Okay. What's the justice in the wedding? A Wheel of Fortune. Somebody might be getting a divorce. Okay, just take that as that resonates, or they have to. Justice will come, though. I'm not 100% on what that's going to look like, Scorp-Sag, but justice is going to come. What's the Judgment with the Lover's Lane? Ooh. The Page of Wands, the Hermit, and the Three. I can't make it up. I can't make it up. Lord Jesus, help us. This is somebody who still wants to come in on, I love your body, I love your body, but I can't take care of your heart. I'll say this for somebody here. Your person is under judgment. Yeah. Because like I said, they missed the boat. They were supposed to be in that Six of Swords boat so fucking long ago. And the divine is on their ass now. Calling them into the Hermit about the Three of Cups that they keep parading around and keep dealing with and keep staying committed to and showing commitment towards. Knowing good damn and well. I feel like that's why I feel like I'm a little frustrated, and maybe that's how you feel about a Scorp-Sag, because it's not like this person isn't aware. This person is aware. They just tried to push it. Somebody tried to have their feet in two different worlds. You can't serve two different masters, kind of a vibe. They wanted to serve their lower nature and their higher self. You gotta pick one. And because they straddled the fence, the divine is in that ass. I'm trying to tell you, this person is under heavy judgment. Under heavy judgment. I literally cannot make it up. The Tower. Get your ass out that tower. Like, that's how I feel like the divine is talking to this person. Get your ass out that fucking tower now. Like, you were supposed to be at the Chariot a whole decade ago. Damn near. For some of y'all, this has been a long time coming for me to say a decade, but yeah. Yeah, Four of Pentacles in reverse with the yin and yang and the Six of Wands. Somebody couldn't let go of their ego. Clarify the yin and the yang. What did I say? What did I say? What did I say? What did I say? This person has to step into their Hierophant. Yeah. Oh, Divine Flame here with the Six of Swords. Clarify. Are they in this boat or did they miss it? Oi, Seven of Swords. God damn it. They missed it. Well, Seven of Swords does come after the Six. Maybe they did get in and I don't know. Can you clarify again and keep the cards on the desk here? Six of Swords with this Divine Flame. Empress energy. I'm trying to tell you. I feel like that might even be a message for you. Yeah. Look. Divine's like, let them go ahead and think they have that happiness and that Ten of Cups with them Three of Cups. Eventually, they're going to have to walk away. Could be talking about a King of Pentacles who's still, again, tied into their ego. Still trying to play that 1 foot in and 1 foot out. I love you, but not doing nothing about it. You see what I'm saying? Five of Swords, still being deceptive. Trying to get you to wait and lay down and wait for them to show up. Three of Wands. I can't make it up. This person could even be trying to manipulate this situation to go in their favor, but that's going to backfire. Seven of Swords back here. Queen of Swords, Eight of Wands, Page of Swords. Yeah. Come on now with the Five of Cups to the world. I think this is you, Empress energy. I think you got to get into that boat. You got to let this go. I'm so sorry again. I know that's hard. That's easier said than done. But you got to get into the Six of Swords around this divine flame. This person is too much in their ego to show up for you. To damn near even show up for themselves. And I think I almost feel like it might be getting to the point where it would be too late for them to come in and be like, oh, I want this now. I just heard they did too much. They did the most. Knowing, I can't get over that. Knowing good doggone well that they were meant to be on another timeline. I don't know if that was misguidance with the Hierophant and the Six of Wands. But no. Yeah, babies. I'm so sorry, my boos. I'm coming in to show you a better version of me. Yeah. Yeah, okay. What does this divine flame want to say to Scorp Sag? Dang, I really do. I miss us. I really do hope that we could have better messages soon. Scorp Sag, I know this has been rough. We've been dipping in and out of this thing for a minute. But maybe you're finally at that point where you're ready to let this go and just get in the chariot by yourself and complete your magician task. Manifest what you're here to manifest. Do what you gotta do and then let it be that. With or without this person. Because what you damn sure ain't gonna do is wait around for that. I'm sorry. That might even be my ego talking, but I just feel it like, no, we're not doing that. We're not doing that. My biggest regret is not telling you how I feel. Yep. Like I said, this is not somebody who's asleep. This is somebody who tried to stay awake in two different worlds. Tried to serve two different masters. Tried to serve their lower nature, their ego, and their higher self. And it does not work like that. They thought if they could convince you to be with them or convince you to turn a blind eye to their egoic ways and just focus on their higher self, that they could get the best of both worlds. And that's why the Tower and Judgment is falling on them. That's why karma's here with Justice and the Wheel of Fortune. Because that is in no way, shape, or form of how the universe works. Ain't nothing one in and one out. No. Not when it comes to divine flame energy. Not when it comes to yin yang energy. Not when it comes to souls that have a mission here. That's what I'm talking about. This wasn't just an ordinary soulmate. Somebody that you grew in connection. No, this was a purpose. This was purposeful. And it seems like they shirked their purpose so they could play in their ego. What else does this divine flame want to say to Scorp Sag? I can't make it up. I really fumbled you and now I'm paying the price. Exactly. The unexpected news that you've got fumbled. The unexpected news might be that this person has tied themselves to a South Node cycle. And they might absolutely miss out on their divine union, or maybe they already did. And now they're paying the price. Imagine them selecting options at 3 of Cups over you. Just for them to now I feel like you maybe had a shift. It's Empress and the 6 of Swords. You dipped. Or you made peace with it and moved forward. And because you're now journeying forward, this person feels empty. So all that they were feeding with the 3 of Cups and all this other little Knight of Wands and reverse behavior and energy that they were keeping up, now it means nothing. It only meant something because they were still tied into your energy. Now they don't even get excited about it. Now it doesn't even, and they're stuck. They have to, oh my gosh, they got to deal with it. This is somebody who was playing around and thought they wouldn't be able to get caught. And I'm sorry to say it like that, because that, again, very disappointing, but that's what I'm getting. What else wants to be said? I loved you more than I let on. Exactly. This person could have been the King of Cups. Knew they needed to show up in the King of Cups, but they only gave you a Knight of Cups effort. Maybe even barely that. Page of Wands, maybe at best, for some of y'all. Yeah, I became numb because I refused to take accountability for my behavior. What else does this Divine Flame want to say to Scorp-Sag? And this is in reverse. Even though you're not with me, my love for you grows every day. I treated you like an option, and I'm sorry. Like, oh my God, right. I think what the universe is even pissed about and angry about is what made you think you had an option? Hello? What made you think you could do that? Who does that? Yeah, like I said, the divine is on this person's ass. What else does this Divine Flame want to say to Scorp-Sag that they need to hear? I'm running because I don't think I deserve you. Child, can we get one that stays upright? What does this Divine Flame want to say? Watching you move on is killing me, but I want what's best for you. Exactly. That's what... That might be the justice. It's almost like this was the soul that was supposed to step up into that divine energy with you here, Scorp-Sag, and they chose their lower nature. They chose a karmic. They chose to be karmic to you when they were meant to be divine. They chose to take the karmic route with you when there was a bright and shiny divine route for them. They chose their shadow. And like I said, you're moving on. Empress, Six of Swords. Divine Flame or no Divine Flame. You see what I'm saying? It's like, I'm not, no. Which I love for you, Scorp-Sag, because that means you're not caught up in the whole twin flame thing and how narky that can be and just how toxic and really dysfunctional that is. Especially with how media and a lot of untethered souls, I'll call them, have soaked up that whole thing and made it about being inferior or superior to others, and I'm, you're not even wrapped up in that, child. And I love that for you. Keep going. Stay in that boat. And I almost want to say, and don't look back. Because this person knew they needed to be in that boat with you, and they allowed themselves to get caught up. I'm gonna keep it a beam with you. They allowed themselves to get caught up. This is what I think makes it so frustrating, because it was all optional. Like, it didn't even have to happen like that, but this is what they chose. I can't imagine a life without you. Well, and that's what I can't make it up. This person was thriving off of this connection with you. Took advantage. Thank you, Divine. They took advantage of this connection with you. Damn. So what all the Three of Cups and all the people they were entertaining in that Knight of Wands energy in reverse, what they were actually feeling was the divinity between you and this person. And now that you're in the Six of Swords, you moved on. There's no divinity. There's nothing to share with the Three of Cups now. It's all empty. It's all void. So now it don't even mean nothing. And that's what you chose. The meaninglessness of it all. Like, you see what I'm saying? Somebody thought that you would always be there. Like, that's what I mean by it's a little sick. Like, someone thought that they could take advantage, or was taught that they could take advantage, or told they could. And that's come to bit them in the ass. Because no, you can't. No, you can't. So maybe you saw this person using their free will. Okay, cool. I'm going to use mine too. Bye. That wasn't a part of the plan, was it? No. Oh, Scorp Sag was supposed to let you just siphon off of them and siphon off of them and siphon off of them and use them and use all that and just dish it out to everybody but Scorp Sag. Hell no. Nah. So now they can't imagine life without you. Exactly. Now they're going to have to. I'm going to keep it a being with you. Somebody's going to have to. Yeah. Yeah, and it keeps wanting to come out. I'm coming in to show you a better version of me. I'm trying to become the best version of myself for you, but a little too late, I feel. A little too late. Now that it's gone. Now that it's gone. I miss the way I feel when I'm around you. Exactly. That's what I can't make it up. Thank you for that confirmation, Divine. That's what I mean. When they were able to tap into your energy, they felt so good, and because that's the divinity of it all, that it didn't direct them towards you. It directed them towards the Three of Cups. So Scorp says what you needed to know was all of that South Node energy in that person's life, whatever they were entertaining, whoever they were entertaining, was feeding off of your light. And that's what has the Divine pissed. And that's illegal. That's spiritually illegal. Yeah, karma, justice, court. This is what I'm saying. This is divine court. My biggest regret is not telling you how I feel. What else? I miss us. Right. Come on. Come on now. And do they miss you, or do they miss what they got out of you and from you, or what they were getting by being connected to you and tied in and being able to tap into that divine union energy and show up as that bright light just for everybody to get a straw and suck it out of them? They wasn't just sucking it out of them. They were sucking it out of you. That's why this is happening. This person energetically was holding you back intentionally. Come on now, they are just a distraction. I can't make it up. So they could parade around people who were in lower energy as the divine one for their ego. For their ego. Not even thinking about how it was affecting you. I really fumbled you and now I'm paying the price. Yeah, I want to rebuild this connection, I'm sure. They're going to have to take that up with spirit at this point. I love you more than I let on. Clarify. It keeps wanting to come out. I'm coming in to show you a better version of me. Yeah, how many times have you heard that, Scorp Sag, or felt that from their higher self? Let me know in the comments. I can't keep going on without you. Watching you move on is killing me. Clarify. I didn't know what love feel like until you came along. And then as soon as they felt it, they did the absolute wrong thing with it. Gave it to any and everybody but you. How? This is what I mean by awareness. This person was aware. This person wasn't dormant in sleep and I don't know anything about spiritual. Absolutely not. That's impossible. That's impossible. So I don't know who this is for you. I don't know what kind of contact you have with this person. If they try to come on that, wrong. Lies. No. You're going to have to stand in your high priestess energy with this person. You're going to have to not let them slick and slide their way back in. Just for them to go dish it right back out. This is a thief. I'm sorry, but they behaved as a thief in your energy. The Knight of Wands in reverse. Not coming in to inspire and to give, but to drain. To exhaust. They exhausted this connection. I can't imagine a life without you. Clarify. I'm keeping my distance to protect you and your energy. Yeah. Yeah, because that's needed and necessary. They can't. This is somebody who can't even come around you if they wanted to. Because that tower would hit. That lightning would strike. That judgment. That horn would sound. You have angels protecting you, Scorp Sag. They can't get past the angelic energy. So they could phrase it like that. You know what I'm saying? Oh, no, I stayed away because, no, you can't even come in. You can't even get through the door because you're not in alignment. And you knew you needed to be. You knew you needed to be. I can't get over that, Scorpio, that somebody thought that they could play. Like, somebody's ego ran this whole show. I miss the way I feel when I'm around you. Pictures of you still make me smile. So, yeah. I don't know if this person has photos of you, if y'all took photos together. Maybe they've saved photos from your social media. Child, I do not know. They have to keep a distance with you now because you created that. You got in the boat. You're on 2 different timelines. You're in 2 different pages. You're on 2 different books, maybe even 2 different chapters at this point. And this is karmic justice for you, Scorp-Sag. Because this is not how this was supposed to be. This is not what was written. This is not what was meant. Somebody tried to rewrite the union to feed their ego, as opposed to sacrificing the ego, stepping into their higher self, and walking the path that their soul was meant to walk. And not leave you alone in that walk. Because I feel like y'all have been walking alone when you were meant to walk this path, this spiritual path, with somebody else. So my heart goes out to you, Scorp-Sag, if you resonated with this. Just again, know that this person's actions is not a reflection of who you are as a person, your worth, your value, your attractiveness, whatever, any of that tries to seep in. Even if it's coming from this person, block, ignore, delete, canceled, isn't real, false. No, this is on them. This is on them. And y'all know how I feel about accountability. This is on them. They are going to have to deal with the consequences of their actions. Finally, I almost want to feel, because I feel like this has been going on for a long ass time. Karmic justice is here. Wheel of Fortune with justice. Yeah. Okay. I love y'all. Sending y'all big hugs. Okay. Hang in there. Keep your heart open. Know and trust and believe that the universe is going to absolutely bring you the love that you deserve in a multitude of ways, not just in a partner. Absolutely in a partner, but not just in a partner. In community, in friendship, in family, in your career, in whatever you do in your healing work, whatever it is that you do in your life, whatever you choose to create, it will be from the pureness of your heart. And that'll reflect back to you 100 times over. Know that, trust that. Believe that, Scorp-Sag. With or without the divine flame, I love you. Love you lots. I'll see you in our next one. Namaste.